And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to another weekend of Formula Sundays, or rather, another evening. It's not gonna take the entire weekend, hopefully, to finish this. And we're back in Suzuka today. So, already in the lobby, you've seen a few seconds have passed already. Getting all the stuff going here, and yeah, it's been a while since we've been here, honestly, I think. A little bit of a thinner grid today, so not too many people here. But we still have a couple of newcomers. I think namely Karen here in the Cadillac. And then whoever Amdovich is, I'm not entirely sure. I can't really connect it to a Discord name right now. There's been like another guy who joined today or something, and might be them. So yeah. Apart from that, the usual suspects. Both Audis are there. Wait, where's Jimsky? I thought Jimsky was gonna drive this one as well. Holy moly, is that a Reich's eyes in the YouTube chat that I have opened today for the first time in like all the multi-streams because I've been ignoring it so hard. A long time no see. I've been referencing you today even. It's crazy. Thought back to the glorious Zandvoort safety car restart. Well, hello there. Yeah, Formula Sunday is still up and running. Well, only one tier. Okay, you're going to Twitch. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, we're here with Cherry here on the first hot lap. Let's just jump on board with him real quick here. As Suzuka here, from what we've seen in the Discords at least, it should be Lauda who is favored in this one, and Seagull apparently a little bit cooked on this one, but not too sure how much weight we can give these words, and well, I will say this is someone who needs to get out of the way of Cherry here. Was probably not ideal. One of the Williams here, Dreamliner or Rice, not quite sure who. Apparently he wasn't following, yeah, fair enough. But to be fair, it's been a while. Wait, when did you play last time? Like, was it like season 13 or something? That must be like 2 years from back from now. So yeah. Have you been playing? Season 10? Okay, yeah, holy shit. Yeah. Have you been playing the game still even? Like the new cars, new regs? Some like it, some feel it's cooked. I mean, you can hear the engine struggling on Cherry's car here by the end of this quick section. Oh, you rage quitted, I remember. Yeah, that was one of the verdicts of all time. Ooh, had a bit of a health problem. Yeah, okay, I hope you're better now. As, well, we're seeing the first few times coming through. Lauda with 28.9, that seems to be state of the art here. Jan is abandoning his hot lap apparently. Let's see, Emils. But you're getting back to things right now. Okay, yeah, that's nice to hear. Ooh, yeah, Moza R5 is a nice wheel for sure. And then, yeah, with the rim as well. Very, very cool. As times come tumbling down here, MQ is in P2 right now, just behind Lauda, well, 0.8 behind. Emils here is, yeah, invalidating his lap. Who else is still out here? Bats, maybe. 2026 car are fun in time trial, but after one career mode race, I went back to the 2025 cars. What do you mean you have to downshift after 130R? Yeah, I think like the major opinion I've gathered from our drivers here is that they don't really like it that much, the new regs. However, if I'm not mistaken, there is supposed to come like an update at some point that makes it a little bit less bad as it was like in real F1. I'm not sure if that's implemented already or if that's still coming out. Gonna see. 131 for Bats here, right in the middle. Who else? Let's go. I was about to say to one of the new guys and was intending to jump in Forza, but instead we're seeing Dreamliner here, who is not using his battery, even though he is in overtake mode apparently. I'm not too sure what's up with that. That's not gonna help you drive a very fast time, I'm afraid. Well, let's go back to the GOAT. Seagull still kicking. Maybe it can save these cars until then. I ain't touching 26 ones. 25 one is fun on wheel though. Yeah, I do. I'm not sure. Was 25 much hated? I don't think even it was hated, but like driver numbers just kept going down more and more over the sea. I mean, as it's usual, right? And pretty much everyone voted in favor of going to the 26 cars as well. So don't think they were particularly liked, but definitely not the worst ever. Seagull here, doing fairly well to avoid the other cars, as it is currently an Audi front row lockout, albeit between Jannemann and Lauda there's a whole 0.8 seconds, so yeah. Seagull abandoning the lap here. I mean, for the league it makes sense to be on the new ones, at least for the main div, yeah. And for the time being, I think like we did do some recruiting before this season, but you're just not really getting two full tiers that well anymore. My PB is 29.1 after hours of grinding and I watched. Like, to be fair, Lauda is a quali merchant, a self-proclaimed quali merchant. He's extremely good on one lap. I think he even said his PB in time trials is like a 28 mid something. So maybe there's still some improvement coming. I'm not sure if it's still that way where the qualifying can be quicker or slower than the time trial. Damn, Manapfir with a really nice time just behind Jan and MQ. So two other very quick qualifiers usually. Let's see what Seagull can cook. Like you back in the days. Yeah, maybe a little bit. You did race Seagull and stuff, right? Like, I don't think you know a lot of these people still, but like, maybe Seagull was around, maybe Emils. Maybe Cherry has been in like Challenger tier back then. I think everybody else came in somewhat after. Not sure if Bats, aka formerly known as Astral, is still ringing a bell. Oh, Seagull did, okay. Yeah, the rest came over the last like 5 to 10 seasons. We did last race have someone who drove in season 1, which is also crazy. And, like, hasn't driven in between. But they've left the Discord again. Well, here's Seagull cooking up that middle high 28. Manif is probably gonna go into the pits, and so is Seagull here, honestly. So we pretty much wait for the next car on the outlap. Is that? Nope, that's the other Red Bull. And that is Emils here. It's the next one to start hard lap. Yeah, it's only race 2 of the championship, of course. Standings are not that wild yet. I think the last race ended the exact way the top 3 are right now. Maybe even the top 4. I'm not sure if MQ dropped further down due to time penalties. But it was Seagull, Lauda and Jannemann on the podium, so they are for sure the favorites for this race again. Emil's here, I would expect up in the mix as well. I think he had a little bit of an incident. Oh no, MQ DNF'd. What am I saying? Yeah, MQ died lap 1. Yeah. But then it might have been Emil's up there, I'm not sure. There was a Red Bull up there in the mix somehow. I think the Canada race was recommended on YouTube, so okay, cool. Damn. Lauda fans back at it. Oh, I see some more chatters in the YouTube chat as well. Go rooting for Forza. Please show Forza. Forza is in the pits right now. I'm assuming I read that delayed anyways, but there's not much of a point showing him right now. But maybe we can catch a hot lap of him in a little. Damn, Yolk, what are you doing chatting, man? Get in the car. Go drive. Emil's P3 here. I mean, there's like P1 and P2, which is like how it usually goes in these qualifyings. But then afterwards, it's extremely tight there. Emil's, Jan and MQ just within 200ths of a second. Lauda is just about beating Seagull right now. See what Jan can do. He is down after sector... Is it only sector 1? Have we passed the sector 2 mark already? No, that's coming up now. So maybe it's still a salvageable lap. Am I seeing this right? Yeah. Yep. I will... Like, Seagull and Lauda are like the best drivers in the league right now. Jimsky, you probably know as well still, right? Like, he was saying that he was gonna drive today, but he is somehow not there. I think Jan can get in the rough vicinity of these times usually, but like, he has to peak to drive this pace in quali. The place here, I would expect him to improve by a decent bit as well. He should be somewhere in that well, I would say like just behind the best of the rest in the midfield scramble there. P7 or 8 should be doable for him. On a good day, I think he has qualified P3 before, but not sure if I like his battery management here. This shit looks pretty empty. And that's gonna cost him a lot, so if this is a hot lap... Oh, I mean, it is a hot lap, alright. He is half a second quicker, but... Yeah, he's not got much juice to spare here. It's charged up a little bit again, but only the last little stretch here. That gets him over the line, and... Well, it's a 1.3 second improvement, and he is right around that midfield area, but is not able to go much higher just now. Oh wait, Jan is not on a hot lap. Manup though, I think he just finished a hot lap as well. Cool. So we have Dreamliner here maybe. Okay, yeah, that was definitely a pretty cold lap too. So, who do we have? How far is Seagull away? Seagull is a good while away from setting another lap. Rice is gonna start one here. Forza fans have to call him to get out of the pits. It's not gonna be too much time to set another lap. At least not if you're trying to chill a little. He could probably get out and like drive one easily, but then if he botches that one, he doesn't have the chance to go for another, so it's yeah. Bro's doing last to first challenge. Who's that? Because I don't think of the people who are down there. Oh, Forza, you mean? Yeah, okay. I don't think Forza has driven last weekend, so I'm not sure what his actual pace is. Whoever hasn't qualified yet. Yeah, whoever hasn't qualified yet, I am also not sure, because they got their sign-ups done literally just 20 minutes before the quali began. If I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Could be Giga Gripek P1 Master, or could just have tried 3 times and invalidated each laps. I don't know. It's a little bit of a thin grid here today. I think we do technically have like a full grid of drivers and like 5 reserves, but a lot of people have things going on tonight. Especially the English crowds, some of them are in Silverstone even, to have watched that absolute stinker of a finish. And some others are just intending to watch football, which is why we started a little bit earlier as well, so that people can catch the end of the game at least. You're a Mexico fan tonight? Yeah, I think everybody but the weird island people are. To be fair, like, as a little bit of a Bayern enjoyer, I do root for my boy Kane, but like, basically England has been nothing but Kane anyways, so not sure if he can carry even hard enough this time around. So there we are, have some Forza POV. He's going through Sector 1, let's see what his delta is gonna say. Oh, 3/10, not too bad. He would be, I mean, he would not be ahead of the place just yet, unless I can't math. But if he gets a little bit more time there, there's a bunch of positions just ahead of the place that don't need big improvements to be grabbed. Fine with other English sporting people and whatever, but I can't bring myself to support the English football teams. Their fans are so insufferable. Yeah, for real. You went from Lewis hater to Lewis Glazer from 21 onwards. To be fair, I think like Lewis is just the most insufferable when he's winning. Like just these, oh, this was so close, the other teams are so strong. Oh, we almost didn't make it. Yeah, you won the fucking championship by 300 points, buddy. Like, shut up and say, yeah, we were just better, please. But yeah, ever since he's not doing that anymore, like, I've found myself being way more happy when he does well as well. Lauda with a slight improvement here potentially. This could be everything to save him from the goal. Forza has retired on track, which is not technically allowed, I think, but we'll see. I think it's kind of the same with Sepp back in the day, now with Max. To be honest, I'm German. I loved Sepp when he was OP. I loved how he just didn't give any fucks, how he was always like... how he was like Max's today, basically, when he was still with Red Bull. And even with Max, like, I don't know. I kind of loved when he just didn't give any shits and just cooked them in what was probably unarguably a far worse car. So Jan is apparently washed, or rather in the mud if I look at the tires. Amdovic slowing down. Is Manif still going here maybe? Nope, that is not a hot lap neither. Batze. That is also not quick. Cherry is not quick. The place? Also not quick. Rice with a half-second improvement. That gave him exactly 1 position. And I think that's that, honestly. I don't think there's any improvement coming still. So this is our finalized starting grid. English Karma, everybody hates. Yeah, I mean, I guess. To be fair, what I find, like, or what I found genuinely shocking is how much, like, especially in football, the English actually just hate the Germans. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. Maybe that, like, little... Their just entire attitude just makes them look bad on paper, I guess. But, who am I to talk about English fans about anything, really? Can't really say a lot here after going out to fucking Paraguay. But hey. Think if I'm lucky I'd be in the middle of the midfield here, but again, not looking to race these 26 cars, at least not until they make them a little bit less bad. Yeah, maybe. To be fair, I think like our midfield is very well set up, really, right? I feel like... Oh, also, another thing is, we did change the point system for this season because of the 22 cars, and we only have one tier, so that classical challenger tier drivers, if you will, would have some more to fight about as well. So you get points for the top 4 as you usually would get them, and then from 5th onwards it goes down just by 1 point for every position. So you get like 11 points for 5th, 10 for 6th, etc. And then for 15th you would get 1 point still. So yeah, everybody's gonna get points today. But yeah, last week with a full grid, that was a little bit more fight around the points. Either way, you can read. I'm not gonna read you through all of this. Very close together in the midfield, as said. Top 2, miles ahead. But good news for the neutral spectators, I guess. The difference is a little bit smaller in the race. So race pace wise, of course, Seagull and Lauda are still cooking hard. But usually like Jannemann, MQ, Emils, if he's qualifying up there, which he sort of did, are able to follow them quite decently well. So, oh, Lauda has died. That is not ideal. You can read, it's race 2 bros giving up already. Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. I just saw I had like 10 seconds left and was like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna get through the top 10 either way, so you might as well just use your eyes. Egypt are gonna win the World Cup. Yeah, that's rage bait. If Lauda wins today, Egypt might as well survive Argentina. But I don't think either is happening. I mean, Lauda could win today, to be fair. I will... Zack. We will look at the tires. Softs for Lauda. Oh my god, Lauda disconnected and the AI gave him softs or what? Or soft an actual strategy here. And soft for Manipin 4s and Dreamliner as well. Everybody else on the mediums. Definitely one of the strategy calls. That is the wrong button. Whoopsie daisy. Let's see if we get the Lauda in here again. There we are. Bob. For Japan, it's... wait, you have 3 spreadsheets with the 2026 setup. Softs are useless. I doubt it's an actual strat. I'm fairly certain Lauda would know this as well. And he just got cucked by the AI. Yeah. Damn. Another spreadsheet merchant. I think Lauda is friends with like one of the... Oh, who is it? It's one of the Middle Eastern F1 pros. And he just gets all the esports setups directly from them or something. Wake up, Lauda. Yeah. So, we're going sm or here in Japan. As Formation Lab goes on. I didn't see, like, I don't know if any of you spotted that, but is Lauda... No, Lauda is still AI on my screen, so I'm just gonna try to get him another invitation. Zack. We're communicating with online services a lot, which usually is a decent sign, I guess. I did not see a join thing. GigaChat AI is just driving absolutely straight, while everyone is actually trying to warm their tires like some sorts of idiots. But oh well. We're lining up on the grid. Forza with the botched parking job, and so is the back row. AI doesn't have tire temps. Yeah, but as soon as he joins, he's gonna find out that AI doesn't have tire temps. I don't think AI does get early starts still, but we're gonna see now. Starts are, or is going on. Lauda AI immediately blocking Seagull. Seagull now going for the outside line, trying to run around the outside. Easily gets past here. 2 Red Bulls right behind there, side by side with Lauda for a moment. And in the back of the field, we have a bunch of people going side by side as well. Slight contact there maybe between Catalina and Forza. Now Forza has forced their way through and is driving in P7 for now. I'm gonna jump on board and yeah, we're gonna see how much Lauda AI can actually do here. And oh my god, even Lauda AI is a terrorist. That's crazy. We have Emils here taking some damage by themselves and also taking a bunch of front wings on the way. What a dive by Amdovic here. And I think him and MQ are just being sent into the wall there. MQ completely lost all of his front wing. That was some start for sure. Pretty sure, who's that there? Forza. Yeah, Forza's having front wing damage here as well. Entire right end plate is missing. Catalina is looking like she's fine. Would love to see some more front wings here. I think Bats is okay as well, as Karen seems... Nope, that's not Karen, that is Forza. And Amdovic retired early on, left the session immediately. And we are still having... Is that it's just VSC, right? Yeah. So, let's see who dives into the pits here. Dreamliner, they have not gone in. It seems like it's only the 2 Red Bulls. And they're gonna have a cheeky little double stack. I can only say, like, we're running a stat tool these days, Rikes, and it shows that Lauda is AI controlled. Oh, actually, it doesn't anymore. Maybe he's back. Let's see him cook. The restart definitely did some things to the field. Jannemann looked like he majorly slept. Top 2 are gone in a way. Fabian for 65 months. Oh damn, it's not far away to the funny numbers. Let's go Forza, oh my god, yeah. Forza did not pit neither. We can like slightly see through the halo on the front right. There's just not as much front wing as on the other side. Not sure how much that's gonna affect him. I think it's always the outside end plate that hurts you for each turn, so the right-handers are gonna be very tough for Forza. It's gonna be mainly Spoon and DeHappen maybe. On board with Bats, let's jump on Cherry's POV here, fighting with Catalina. And it looks like that's an easy pass on her, and now we're gonna approach the battle for 4th here, as it seems like Forza is holding up cars behind a little bit. Of course, up here we see Forza and Maneth both on the softs and Lauda as well on the softs. So Lauda probably for this reason has closed the gap to Seagull again. Joining the stream and the first thing I see is an on-track retirement. Well, yep. Hope Seagull's day is as good as Antonelli's. God damn. Right, yeah. Well, you guys are some more remnants of the Season 10 times, I guess. But yeah, let's see Cherry here. It's probably gonna have a relatively decent time making the move. I would assume that Forza does need to slow down a little bit for this right-hander. A lot of room being given there for Cherry. It's running a little bit wide intentionally. A lot of lift and coast into the chicane here. Forza holds his ground, but I think it might be tough there. Let's see. I mean, Cherry definitely has more energy and yeah, a little bit of a better time here. And you can just see Karen here coming through as well. Maybe they're doing a last to first challenge. I was saying earlier, I had no idea how their pace was, but if they can go with like Cherry, Manip and Jan, they are probably like in the best of the rest spectrum. And well, I promised you guys that like it was only going to be a qualifying issue, but I guess with the safety car restart and the slipstream being broken immediately, Seagull and Lauda are just gonna go driving away. And there's not much chance for everybody else to keep up. Catalina has gotten a time penalty, which is, I assume, for corner cutting, because I've seen nothing else in the tool. The gap up front is really close, yes. And I mean, the pace speaks volumes, I guess. Lauda's last lap was a 31.3, Seagull's last lap a 31.8. So I assume that's a little bit aided on by slipstream and tire disadvantage. But then the rest of the field is doing low 33s, so 33.3-ish for everybody but Manip, who did do a 32.9, so we do use league racing tools? No, racing league tools. Yeah, I don't know what that one, if that is widely known, but yeah. Started using that in like season 15 or so. I've been on that since. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's like roughly the time where we started using it as well, like mid-23s maybe. This might be the third paid year. Like, we're of course we're chipping in here. The admin team is paying a little extra so that you guys get your nice stats every race. And yeah, it's pretty cool, honestly. You can get quite some stuff out of there. It even do like driver ratings similar to the F1 in-game drivers for this sign-ups to rank the teams, and most potent combo was, I think, the Audi team. I mean, unsurprisingly, I think Lauda and Jannemann are easily both. I guess Lauda is like easily top 2 driver, and Jannemann is easily somewhere in the top 5. But yeah, it has solid features for sure. Still, I don't work much with it because I'm just horrible at like picking up anything tech related. I'm like mentally a boomer, really. So Seagull is doing most of the managing. But yeah, I have it open on my second screen, for example, and it shows you like the deltas for each lap, and if people have their telemetry shared, I could even like look into how much tire wear they have, which I usually do to just not out anyone and like not give anyone a disadvantage. Like sort of, I would, for now, I can see, for example, there's several people with mediums who have it enabled, and the tire wear is somewhere between 20 and 27-ish%. But yeah, Lauda top 1. yeah, for sure. Lauda top 1 driver. I don't know, even the last driver in this lobby has more championships than Lauda though. So that's kind of rough here. MQ bigger Lauda easily. No, but yeah. Could be a Lauda win here. It's well in contention here to fight with Seagull, who did kind of just get jumped here in 130R. Let's go back into... actually, maybe the counter's coming immediately. And that means you also have more titles. Yeah, Lauda has none. He's been... I would say he's been like the Chick Hicks of Formula Sundays. Including... I don't know, actually, we're just making jokes that Lauda is a terrorist, but like... yeah. Maybe it's self-proclaimed. I can't remember him killing too many people. So yeah, we'll see. Karen here. Oh, yeah, that was a little bit of a snap. But they're working up the field there. Started last, now in 4th. And seemingly decently on pace with Jannemann. Did check the website. Seagull has been on a mad run. To be fair, like, to Seagull, like, yes, he has won every single, like, championship in the last 10 seasons or so. That's, of course, an over-exaggeration. But it wasn't, like, even uncontested. Like, we had crazy driver lineups here for a while. There was, like, a guy named Rapid who was living up to the name. It was crazy times. He was, like, consistently within, like, 4/10 of esports times. And I don't know, Seagull just peaked there. And there were like some championship battles that were absolutely crazy with Jimsky as well. So yeah, it's really Formula Sunday's Lewis Hamilton, I guess. And yeah, to the Karen thing, yes, last to 4th already. He's doing a little bit of a Verstappen performance here. And then let's just hope he doesn't lock rears and bench himself in the gravel trap. What is this convo, mate? So YouTube chatters, I see you. I'm mostly ignoring you. The convo is in the Twitch chat. There's also people in the Twitch chat. We're doing multi-stream. And given that all of you pretty much are like Forza fans, yeah, as soon as he is near any other car, we will get some Forza POV again. I tend to look at cars who are close to others more than not. But yeah, on board with Menef, who has also gotten 3-second time penalty. Everybody who has run right now is on 3 seconds. Surprisingly, the softs are still holding on as well. I did think they would die quicker. I do not, unfortunately, have anyone here who has their telemetry shared on softs, so I can't give you any intel how far they are, how bad they are. Lauda's in the lead briefly, but we're gonna probably see a little bit of a move by the Gull here. Yep, there we are, back in front. Overtakes here happening, of course, because of pitting cars. That's gonna be Cherry and The Place. Both have been running on mediums before. And to be honest, if medium drivers are pitting now already, Lauda's doing like a really good job, and like the other soft runners as well, to keep up the pace on their soft tires still. So Menep, Lauda and Dreamliner, who's now coming into pits though, who's also just picked up a corner cut penalty. They're surviving, so kudos to them. Albeit I think Menep is dropping quite hard right now. Should probably look for pits soon as well. But yeah, if they are not gonna go much earlier than the medium runners, I think the damage is pretty limited. Karen keeps going wide in Degner too. I don't know how he survives the outside curve. Kept dropping it as soon as I got to that. Bro, like, I know Lesmo 1 and 2, but which ones are the Degners exactly? Is it like the S's or... The first 2 corners of Sector 2. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so basically Japanese Lesmo 1 and 2, for sure. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Lauda dropping now a little bit. I think that's a decent sign for us that the softs are slowly but steadily dropping for real. Manup's pace right now is not too great neither. Last lap was a 33.8, whereas Jan and Karen here are driving 32.9s, so it's like a 0.9 deficit for soft tire runner. Jan running very deep here. Gonna get overtaken by Karen. Or is he? Oh my god, that's a little bit of a contact. But it seems like it's just little twitches of the Audi. Did not really look too much like he actually went in there. But he definitely said hello there. A little bit of a touring car ass fighting. What I can say about the medium runners who have not pit yet, which is quite some of them, their tire wear should be somewhere between 40 and 55%. It's the highest and lowest that I see. So 55% definitely is like on the edge of not very fun anymore. Lauda pitting now. It was about time, going on the hards immediately. I wonder if he can go to the end or if he wants to go to the end on them. Jannemann has been overtaken in the meantime. Manuf also pitting, I would assume for the same strat and the same reason. Damn, he's standing a long time. Or is he? Am I high? No, I think he stood a similar time. I don't know why it showed differently in the tool for him compared to Lauda, but yeah. Oppa. Oppala. Bro, what? Are you gonna tell me you don't have damage? No, you do have damage, okay. Well, that was one way to do things after Lauda came out of the pits. He was very close to Bats. I wonder if there was like some sort of damage. These two, of course, are having a little bit of a history together. It's not like they're arch enemies or anything, but they came together before, I think. Manuphier on the mediums instead, so he's gonna have to stretch these ones out real bad as well if he wants to go to the finish on these. But yeah, it looks like Lauda is having the Antonelli performance and not Seagull, so unfortunate chatter. That was the Haram Racing line. Yeah. Yeah, Lauda should have kept his fingers away from that. I wonder if he's gonna go pit immediately again. Yep, it seems undrivable. Looked like he got wide on the curb exiting the S section. Yeah, I mean, we jumped on board with him when he was already off track, so can't really say if they were like going side by side and like had some... The game is unfortunately like, if you have minor contact, it sometimes just sends you off the track. But yeah, he was like within 0.008 or whatever, like within a tenth of Bats at that point. So I don't know what happened there, if they came together, if it was just dirty air, if he tried to push around the outside, because usually this is a pass that Lauda easily makes with his tire difference. And maybe he was just over eager to make that pass and just over pushed it. But who knows? Who knows? If it is a reportable thing, we will probably see it in the Discord later. Plays running around the outside of Catalina here. Has had a pretty goated performances in the past as well. I think he snatched... he at least snatched one podium. I'm not sure if he got two. In a very like much contested field. It was either this season or last. It must have been last season. This season is only one race old. So yeah, Seagull can chill now. Yeah, can go for a little bit of freaky strats. To be fair, what? What's the next track, by the way? Saw Japan on Twitter. Can't be asked to go check in right now. Yeah, good thing that I am asked to go check. So let me do that real quick. Or am I stupid? I might be stupid. Let me see. Singapore, yeah, thank you, Fabian. Thank you for saving my ass. But I would have found it just now as well. In Belgium after. There's a couple of bangers coming up. Austin as well, very fun one. I think Miami is not really that beloved. But then comes Brazil, which is cool. Madrid as a new track's gonna be exciting as well. I personally am a fan of Abu Dhabi coming afterwards, and then of course we're doing Mystery Race for the last season, where the race is drawn live 10 minutes before the event starts, and nobody really gets prep time. And that's also very fun. Damn. Evil word. He said the F word. Oh no. That's crazy. Didn't think we had Nightbot on this strict, but yeah. Feel like you cursed louder today. Yeah, maybe next time we gotta root for Seagull and then he does the same thing and Lauda can win. Easy. But yeah, frick Miami is what you said. Did 3 races on F1 22 and will never get out of Sector 1 in either of the 3 races. That's crazy. We had some wild Miami races as well. Like one time we had just a guy who just jump started and then like drove through the entire field from his last position. And I guess like either he was out there to just wreck the entire race, or he was like genuinely trying to correct things. But at the end of the start straight, he just braked and stood there to just like, I don't know, let everybody pass. But that might be my naive interpretation of, surely you wouldn't do that intentionally, right? How is Cherry in P2? What is a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas? Has he not pitted yet? I mean, he is realistically in P4 really, because he has that 3-second time penalty. Actually, let's check. No, he has pitted. He has undercut everyone here. I mean, he's gonna struggle with these mediums, I guess, towards the end. But yeah. Cherry's close 3 seconds though. I mean that's the undercut, right? So Cherry has undercut Seagull by like 5 laps. So he's on fresh mediums for the entire time. He's not that far down in pace really. So yeah. Let's see, fastest laps of them are... Wait, no, I only see last laps of them. Yeah, okay, Seagull obviously with a 152 after the pits. Cherry's not that fast anymore. He's being caught quickly by Karen and Janneman, who both lap around a second faster than Cherry. So I suspect this is just going to be a matter of time until Cherry's going to drop down to P4 on track as well. Karen lost a second. Yep. I mean, Seagull's cruising. I doubt there's going to be much of an issue for him here still. Where is Forza, by the way? Yeah, he's just chilling in P10. We'll still probably take a look at him at some point, especially since Lauda is probably catching him as well. Yep, he's going 2 seconds faster per lap. So about 2 laps and they are going to have a little fight, and I think both of them are going slightly faster than Bats as well. Not that much faster though. So for now, we're looking at the Polish Wall, Cherry's hard-earned nickname, albeit from Rocket League and not from F1. Because here people can seemingly easily go around. He's also collected himself another penalty, so he's on 6 seconds now. Now let's see if Jan can slip by I would not necessarily say so easily, because it still took Karen like almost an entire lap, but I guess it's Suzuka, right? So like you can really only semi-overtake in 2 spots. And I guess that's one point that the new regs actually make better, that people are just running out of battery if they are not managing properly. And you can overtake way easier in these 2 spots. Yellow flags in Sector 1, so that was a McLaren off the track briefly. I think it is Catalina. She seems to be going again. Jan lifting a lot here. It's almost on full battery. Let's see how that looks with Cherry. Nope, he's half empty already, so it's about a 30% advantage for Jannemann. So I'm fairly certain he's gonna go for the move on the start-finish straight. Dreamliner speeding the pits. 10 seconds it is these days. Also kind of crazy that they upped that from 5. And here we are. Yep, that's easy as that. I think Cherry just ran out of power. And now Jan is free again, albeit already 1.2 seconds behind. Karen made good use of the roadblock that Cherry posed as just now. So now we're on board with Lauda, who's approaching Forza. Catalina in the pits as well, for I think her second set of mediums, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, a set of hards now. Wait, did she really go 17 laps on the mediums? Where's the Forza fans at? They're in the YouTube chat. I don't know if they managed to make it over to twitch.tv/ not Formula Sundays. Sundays Esports. That's it. That's it. Felt like he used the mushroom from Mario Kart. The Jannemann overtake, yeah. It's just crazy how much the difference is. Oh, Karen with a corner cut penalty, so that puts Jannemann in P2 again. Same position as he ended in last week. Lauda is not really gaining too much on Forza though. He was briefly within a second window, but he's now out of it again. And his battery is not necessarily loving him. And though that mistake there brings him into striking distance, surely. Yeah, I mean, you two can settle that question. I guess Fabian had a little bit of a crash out. And is also not driving anymore, yeah. Still doing all the graphics and stuff. The GOAT. Let's see Lauda. The place also in the pits just coming out is behind these 2 guys now. And Lauda ahead of Forza. See if Forza can follow with him though. But it doesn't look like it's Lauda's driving away rather quickly. Let's see of the people who are on the hards. They are within 20 to 25% wear, so should most probably be able to go to the end of the race with like a 60% wear or something. We can see, I mean, we're seeing Forza a little bit now, but we're only really seeing him being passed here. As the place is up next, coming fresh out of the pits with fresh hearts. Maybe even be interested in racing if there was a tier for 25, yeah. That does not exist, unfortunately. Oh yeah, 26 cars are something to get used to for sure. God damn. The GOAT there, overshooting a little bit. Skill issue anyways, yeah, maybe, sure. You don't have to like everything really, it's just what it is. Catalina with another penalty, I think she had one already as well, so yeah, she's on 6 seconds now as well. And that makes it pretty impossible for her to keep the position against MQ like this. Dreamliner here, I think, is just making room for the people lapping. And the place is right at Forza's rear again, as is Lauda on Bats. Albeit a little bit further ahead. Another yellow, again, I think that's just Dreamliner getting out of the way. And given these guys are approaching the main overtaking spots first, we're just gonna stay on board with Lauda a little bit. Well, I say that, and of course the overtake happens in the other battle. Not too sure what Forza did there though, because that was a huge jump. Lost like a second almost immediately. So yeah, the place is just through. Forza's Aura made him go deep. Yeah, Forza's Aura made himself drop the car. Yeah, for sure. Lauda patient here on Bats. I mean, ahead of him, I do think Lauda kinda knows that this is just where it's at. That he does not have the penalty and he could just go to the end behind Bats. Not having to risk anything because he's not gonna catch 15 seconds in 7 laps, most likely. But he goes past easily either way. There was not much of a fight being put up there. Let's go to the other Audi again. Oops, I can't count. Because that is probably the next closest battle that we're gonna see. Damn. I think Rex has found the other Shitsu people who liked 22 handling in the chat, if I read Fabian there correctly. Oh no, he also didn't like 22. Yep, my bad. Can't read. So, does Yannemann actually catch Karen, or is he just gonna take the free P2 by chilling behind and getting the position in the very end anyways? I mean, Yannemann has been a merchant of being in a good position and then getting a corner cut penalty, like with 5 laps to go, quite sometimes in the past. So, I'm not sure if he wants to risk it. Hey, Rikes, you're saying this. Seagull needs to be nerfed. He'd make him start last every race. He did that last season, and he's also, in addition to that, he retired whenever he didn't get first. And he was still competitive in the championship. And, like, really the only reason why he didn't win it anyways was because he retired in P2 a bunch of times. And couldn't get the points then. MQ DNFing in the pits, I think, is just retiring. Jan very close here to Karen. Ooh, a little bit of a snap here as well, but stays calm in contention. There's Dreamliner coming out of the pits, another set of mediums for them. They're of course a lap down. Cherry in the pits. Ooh, and I see a white car. That is not the right white car. That must be Forza then, who was very deep in the chicane. Must have had some mistakes. Also been freshly out of the pits here. Has new mediums. Yeah, I mean, a couple of people here, I think, playing on controller is also a lot. A lot of people do that. I think it's like roughly 50-50 between wheel and controller. 10-second penalty for Forza must have been for speeding the pit lane, I guess. Don't know what else he could have done to deserve that. Cherry is way up in the mix again then now, with his 6-second time penalties. He's just ahead of Bats and the Place. Oh wait, the Place has a 10-second as well, I think. Because it doesn't show in the tool, but he still has a penalty, so... It's probably a speeding the pit lane, and Jannemann touched grass. Seagamers never touch grass. I will say that looked like a little bit of a squeeze, but I don't know. Who am I? A ref? See the place? He's sliding into this turn a lot, to be honest. Actually, let's see Cherry. What the hell is he doing? Oh, he has a soft tire. So he go fast. He also touched grass a little bit there. That could have ended badly. Minor contact to Lauda, but I doubt he's gonna gain 6 seconds on Lauda. What he can do though is gain some more time on Bats there to be safe, to at least keep that position. I see where we're going over to iRacing chat. Also, yeah, subscription models like that is crazy. I don't get how people like continuously play iRacing, or like, for example, WoW back in the days. Like paying $20 a month. I mean, I guess from what I've heard, playing WoW in the 2010s was like bliss, but holy moly. I never saw my friends when they were on the game, like in real life even, at all anymore. They were like calling in for school sick and stuff regularly. It's just the entire life. Can we start over? I'm sorry, mate. It is not looking good for Lauda here, and I don't think we're restarting this race neither. I mean, at least he's able to follow Cherry on soft tires. That's not too bad. See, the place, yeah, the place looks very eager to get past Bats here as well. I mean, both of them potentially are getting caught by Emils. Oh, yellow flags, that is a red car. That was Jannemann again. The Audis are chokers. Quick but bottle heavy. Damn, dude, this is the first race you see of Jannemann and you've already summed up his entire career. That's crazy. Bro could have had a Drivers' Championship at some point, but then kind of just got into an unnecessary incident, and then he was teamed with MQ here. They were like big favorites in the team championship as well, and then MQ died in the most funny way too, so that's yeah. And I mean, Lauda driving these times in qualifying and not having a Drivers' Championship says the rest, I guess, right? Place got past Bats finally, and Lauda's ahead of Cherry again. That's some nice racing here that we get given by Cherry and Lauda. Thank you for that, lads. And it is Cherry who takes the advantage for now. And it's only 2.5-ish more laps for Seagull. And the rest, I guess. But Seagull pretty much uncontested. Karen now does not have to worry about their 3-second time penalties. Interesting thing though, hard tires from what I can see are ranging between 45 and 60% right now, so depending on your tire wear, or your tire management rather, you're in the hot water a little bit if you are driving the hards right now. Yeah, Lauda taking it very cautiously against Cherry. I think he knows he's not that much quicker. Doesn't press him to go past there anymore. And he's gonna gain the position either way by virtue of time penalties, so no need to risk. P6 is still okay points, like of course in the championship battle Seagull pulls away with this, as he's gonna be on 50 points with his 2 race wins. But even then, Lauda with P2 would be 18 points, and then what is RP7? It would be 11, 10, 9, so would still be 27 points. It's like one bad race from Seagull, and all of a sudden we're having a closer battle again. Not sure if it's just the game and the resolutions being like better that makes the tires look like very weird. But if you look at Lauda's front left, it's kind of given pretty dead tire, to be honest. I don't see his tire wear, but like that stuff looks grainy. Don't think he's gonna struggle too much with surviving one more lap after this one though. It's only the last lap because Seagull is already on the last lap, but he of course is like half a lap ahead of everybody else. We're gonna leave these lads alone here for a second and see if Emils is making any moves, as he's closing in rapidly with Bats. Fastest lap still lays with Lauda. Of course, that does not really matter these days anymore. But he has a 130.751, whereas Seagull is on a 130.782, so about 300s behind. What Oh, did Jan spin again? No. What happened? I missed it. I saw yellows briefly, but I wasn't sure where and what, and I was looking on the other screen for the times. There were 2 yellows in Sector 1, okay. I don't see any changes in the order, to be honest. Seagull has crossed the line. I didn't even clock it was already time for him, but yeah, he's there. Might have been blown up by a left car. Yeah, probably, I think. There's 2 cars that are very far down that could have been lapped at that point. Emils is going past here. Lifting heavily, Tokyo drifting in Japan. And is being led past even by Bats. I don't know why, I don't think that was Bats' fault at all. But either way. It is 1, 2, 3 Seagull, Karen on their debut, last to second, and Jannemann. And then Rice snatches a, I wouldn't say sensational, P4, but a very good P4 for him. Manov also in 5th, a decent result for him. Lauda makes it up to 6th in the end, so not too bad neither. Cherry ends up in 7th, just ahead of Emils via time penalties. The place has lost so many. How many time penalties did he have? Did he have like 3 10-second time penalties? That's crazy. It's all the way down to 11th. He had 20. That's rough. The place had... No, he had 30. I don't know how he got 30. This must have been a bug. He didn't even pit 3 times, no? I don't see what else he could have had. He had no other time penalties. He had 30. But yeah, that's it. It was ignoring yellow flags. Okay, yeah, rough. So Seagull, Karen, Jannemann podium. Only P2 swapped from last week's podium. Driver of the day and most overtakes, I think rightfully so, going to Karen. Drove a little bit of an invisible race to us here, really, right? Because, well, we didn't see them much. Lauda with the fastest lap in the end. Absolute demon right here. And then, of course, Seagull, cleanest driver and race winner, because he's never seen anyone, really. So how would he not? But yeah. Nice performance by Seagull as per usual. Very, very stable lapping to get that P1. Karen Jannemann with nice podiums. Rice, really good 4th position. Might have been like tying his best. Maybe he had a podium at some point. Manov in 5th is also a thing he will be happier with. Lauda in 6th, a little bit unfortunate, but good recovery. We have Cherry, Emil, Bats, and Catalina claiming the last top 10 positions. And of course, everybody else will get paid out in points as well. Illegal overtakes or something. Yeah, maybe he appeals that in the end. We will see. But yeah, that's it for us tonight. Next week is going to be Singapore, as said before. So that's going to be a blast. Because I think at least the batteries might not be the biggest issue there, right? Should be relatively fine. But yeah, we will see. For tonight, I say thank y'all for being here. Thank you to the YouTube chatters. Honestly, sorry for ignoring you most of the time. If you want to not be ignored, go over to the Twitch. But hey, or you just live with whatever's going on. And yeah, honestly, from me, that's it. See you next week, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.